Everybody's here. Did everybody go to sleep? I only had one more thing I was going to show you. Can you guys hear me? I put it all the way up high. Maybe, is anybody in here? Is anybody in here? Is anybody in here? Watch, let's manifest. I'm going to manifest, let's do 10 people. I manifest 10 people are going to be in here. Can we have 10 people, please? Everybody, if you can hear me, give me a heart in the chat and say yes. Give me a heart and a chat and say yes. I can hear you, Katrina. Can anybody hear me? There was one person in the chat. Now there's 0. Now I'm back to 0 again. This is why I was so discouraged. Okay, let me read an affirmation. Maybe that'll help. Affirmation says, I love and adore my business, my clients, and my money, and so it is. I love and adore my business, my clients, and my money, and so it is. I deserve to grow today. More ideal clients and customers come quickly and consistently now. Anybody out there? I guess I'm gonna have to go watch TV. I wanted to show you my new cards. These are my new crime cards. Had something to tell you guys about my experiences. I've been constantly getting some people from Saldana, Africa, have been sending me information. And also on the Timbo case, the Timothy Hancock case. Oh, you love that? You can hear me now? You couldn't hear me before, but you can hear me now? Somebody say something. Give me a heart if you could hear me. Yes, you could hear me now? Okay. I know you tried to text me or call me, but I was still on live. I had the voice all the way up, and I didn't understand why I wasn't able to, you guys weren't able to hear me. I have it on its loudest. Okay. Okay. That's too high. we had another accident. All right, I might as well not try to lose any weight. We had another accident. Oh, what kind of pictures are back there? Oh, remember these pictures? You know who that is? That's the case that Kim Magical's working on. I like that one better. Abby and Libby. Abby and Libby. Let them get justice. Let's see. Have any other crazy, nutty pictures? There's evil right there. Evil. I'm not trying to give you guys nightmares. Or am I? Yeah. This one is interesting because this is taken by a kid. All right. She took this picture by herself. And as you could see, what is that? That's Abby. Abby's walking on the bridge. And there's the bad man, Richard Allen, getting ready to kill both those girls. She was only 13. The other girl was only 14. You could see he's right there, a couple of feet away from her on a bridge. I don't like that picture. I don't know how to get out of acting stupid. I don't want that picture of me back there. Okay, let's just put it. Is there any other pictures? No, that picture's bad. Let's put this one. Yeah, so let's bless their hearts. They're in heaven now. I truly believe, I mean, thank you for all the work that you did on them. I don't know how to get this back. I'm not great with this stuff. There we go. Yeah, let's just have my art gallery back there because, yeah, but basically, guys, if you feel like you're trying to manifest something, your business, a new job, whatever it is, oh my gosh, I am legit making a fire. I didn't know that fell down. I'm doing all kinds of fire things. Okay, so my new crime cards are right here. I think it's just me and you, Kim. So we could talk about whatever we want. But I just got these and I never saw them before, really. And so let's just look at them. I didn't use them yet, so I have to sage them, but let's just look at them. It says, accomplice, partner in crime. Has a hat, and cup, and a smoking pipe. Accident, which I love. Abuse or neglect. Can't wait to use these. Wooded area. I got these for such a good price. Actually, Devin did, because he goes on eBay and stuff and looks for the right prices. But when I looked it up, it was like $76. Like, I like a lot of Candace Starr, her cards that she makes herself. Some of them are octagon, but they're like $86. I don't have the money for that. So, one thing you could do is You can make your own. You can get a deck of cards that has nothing on it, which I've done that before. Or you can get index cards. If you can't get the deck of cards, get index cards and just write the words from the crime. This says True Crime Oracle. This says water. So if you were looking for something in water, that would be good. This says tunnel. Travel. You're looking for somebody's body, physical body, what happened to the person. Okay, trapped. Surveillance. Like in the Sebastian Rogers case, there was plenty of surveillance and some of them were turned off. And that's what Katie did for a living. She put in surveillance cameras, but yet there was none over by her house. And the ones that were near her house were turned off. Right? Suicide. That's sad. Strangulation. I like these cards. Spouse or partner is involved. Social media. Serial killer. Secret. Got a secret, wanna keep it. Runaway. You have these cards already? Oh, cool. Are they very useful on the cases? Because they look really good. Home. I'm not going to go through all of them because there's a lot. There's like 70, 75. And Devin got them for 13. So I was so happy. First they were going to be 26. When I saw them, they were 86. How many did you pay for yours? Because I don't know how to go on eBay. Do you remember how you paid for yours? Let me know. Hidden. Healing. Oops. Greed. And fire. Female. I think that's really cool. Family. Okay. Homicide. Okay. Yes. And it's so weird. Like when I do check on some of the cases, like I know August they're gonna do the Kohlberger trial. They just finished with Richard Allen's trial, and still people don't believe it, you know? It's silly. I really concur with what you said on your videos today, Kim Magical. I linked them to my channel so I could share them if that's okay with you. But I concur with what you were saying. When we first thought it was involved with a couple of people, I still say that Keegan's father has done something. I don't know why he's not in jail. I do not know why. He should be. But Keegan won't get out of jail. Don't worry. I totally agree with what you said. Yeah, so some people have been showing me, sending me stuff about Jocelyn, and I don't know 100% what to do, but I will try to do my third reading on her. Might not be as long as the other ones, but I will try to do it. And I was collabing with Magical and Tammy, and yeah, that's all today. Just me, you, and Tammy. I was showing you what I was shown, okay? And it was like a place that I felt hot on. The lady, sorry, sorry guys. The lady told me that when I was talking about what Jocelyn was telling me, Jocelyn is a 6-year-old girl that went missing in Saldana, Africa, right? South Africa. And she, the things that she was telling me was that they had to take a boat, like that she got put in a car, dragged out of her hut, and got put in a car, and then taken away from her mother, and then went in a small boat. She does remember a small boat, but I feel like she was knocked out first because they do very violent things. She showed me some violent things, but I don't like talking about it at night because then I really will not sleep. So I promise to talk about it during the day and try to tap into what Jocelyn says. I know she did say this one thing. She says, Katrina, you'll see a rock a gray rock that has a lot of blood on it, where it looks like blood. She told me that is blood, that they didn't bother to even hide it. They're using it as a roof. So I'll try to see if I can get the picture up when I talk about that. But they would have to take a boat from Saldana, South Africa, to this place. And then you'll see why they felt so comfortable, because nobody's around there. But anyhow, and then there was another case. What's the other case I'm doing? Timbo. I got a lot of pictures and information on that case too, but I'm not ready to share anything on that one because they are having the lead detective go look. But they are texting me, they are emailing me and texting me, and I always wanted that. I got that back in 2020. I used to get a lot of emails and texts from people who, you know, were missing a child or missing a person. And then all of a sudden it stopped, and I wasn't getting like the phone calls or the emails and stuff. And I like that because I get energy from those pictures. I get energies as say they have a video. I get a lot of energy and information from it. Then I could try to help in a better way. But yeah, we can go over all of it. But just like if you're trying to manifest and you're trying to get organized, go and write down on your index cards as you're listening to the music, the meditation music. I go to a lot of different ones. One of them I go to is Miss Manifester, and she has an 11-minute video that she says all these things. Then there's another man named Bob Baker, and he has another one that is good with all the different affirmations. Sorry about that, I'm really tired. Okay, but isn't this cute, guys? I'm going to show you again before I burn down the house. So you could put your Palo Santo here, you could put your extras here, and then over here, you could put your actual stick. Isn't that cute? Then if it comes down, it could fall right here. And I like that it's blue-green. Let's do one more Apollo. And I got a purple candle, a lavender candle. I love that smell. Yeah, I have, if I go live on TikTok, I can bring you up, Kim. I can bring some people up. I only did it once, and I went on live a couple of times, but I only bring one person up or maybe two people up once. And then I just stopped. I don't know. There was a lot of trolls and stuff, and they shut your thing down, and I was like, I couldn't be bothered. Did everybody leave? Did Carol leave? Taking me for snacks. That awesome. Was anybody being inappropriate? They have Trump tarot cards name. What would Trump do? Really? Oh wow. One of my manifestations is Trump and Nancy Grace are going to know about me. They're going to know about me. And Nancy Grace is going to interview me 3 times. That's one of my cards. I've been asking that for a lot of years about Nancy Grace because I always wanted to work on her. She interviewed a psychic from New Jersey years ago, and the psychic wrote a book, but she would get specific information on the missing and what happened, you know. And I have her book. I love it. Yeah, I liked a lot of Candace Starr's stuff, but I don't have $80 on it for cards. You know me, I'm crafty. I'll make my own before I would do that. That's too much for me. Unless if she wanted to buy a painting. Now I gotta fix a painting that has a hole in it. Look at this. See that hole? Right here. I guess I could fix it from the back and then fix it from the front. Maybe gauze. But then I would have to paint it beige and try to match that beige. It's not going to be easy. Maybe I can get a piece of felt that's like a suede that would match that and just glue it on there. Can't believe I sat on it. I didn't sit on it wholly. It was up against the chair, and I just went backwards on the chair thinking nothing was on the chair, but there was 2 paintings on the chair. So yes, Abby and Libby, bless their hearts. Yeah, that's right. I gave you one from a long time ago. With the horses, God's horses. I love, like, when I can't sleep, I'll put on a Netflix show called Southern something. It starts with the S, Southern something, and it's all with horses and stuff. It's never bad. And I just always have to remember to watch that because that calms me down. Instead of like staring at my phone, watching gypsy videos. I'm staying away from it. I'm trying to. Haven't done one in a while, I don't think. It's a lot. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna just do a collective shuffle, and then I'm gonna sign off. Okay, tomorrow's a new day. I gotta make some phone calls because Devin is on Social Security when he's not 65 yet, but on his birthday this month, he will turn 65. But I was under his coverage. Now I don't have any coverage. So I have to make phone calls tomorrow and find I have to find our wedding receipt, our wedding paperwork. And I've done all this before, so I don't understand why I have to do it again. Our wedding paperwork that to prove we got married, and our taxes. The taxes we just did, so I can do that, but I'm just surprised. Because you gotta wait till you're 65 before you can get Social Security. Okay, so this one's shooting out. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, what do we have for the collective out there? We have a whole 2 people in the audience watching Mystic Brady. What do we have? What messages do we have? The message was buy a piece of artwork and you get a free 10-minute reading. I think that's a great deal. I'll talk more about that another time though. Collective reading, what do they need to know? Thank you. Thank you. Shuffle one more time. Thank you. Break it in half. Thank you. Okay. Also on TikTok, you could play an album of music and everything will be fine. On YouTube, you can't do that. And I got a copyright strike just for showing my brother-in-law's TV when I was in New Jersey last April, and it was the what's that where everything goes dark during the day? Eclipse. When it was the eclipse, I got a copyright strike. That's bad. I only have 2 left, and they could take your whole channel down. So it was all because I showed Fox News, and I was saying, look, they're getting so many pictures there. I didn't know that you couldn't show that for entertainment reasons. Okay, so the first card I got was the Shapeshifter. This is an interesting card. Okay, the way I read it very differently from the book. I don't even look at the book. Okay, I just ignore the book. Okay, I just go with the book here. All right. So how I take this is we have so many different sides to us, and you might be going through something where you're feeling like, am I allowed to show this person all my sides, or will I scare them away? Okay. I say it's always good to talk about your other sides with your significant other, okay, or your friend. And if they really love you and they're really for you, they're going to stick around. Because most likely they have different sides too. The intellectual side, the fierce side, the tough side, the Zen side, okay? Then we have Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. So the spirit guides want you to get something done, and they don't mind that you make the plans, but they actually want you to take steps towards focusing to get it done. Like, in order for me to just put up these affirmations, I had to listen to it. I had to listen to a video, a couple of videos, and write it down. And then I had to read it. And then I had to put it up on the board, on the, on the wood, and read it again. So it it literally took me hours to do it. I know it sounds stupid, but that's how you manifest. You have to read it. You have to stand there and believe it. And if you don't believe it, write it out again. Rewrite it. And try to absorb it. Try to visualize it happening. Tell everybody it happened. So Shield Maiden is telling you, yes, go for your dreams. Go for what you want to do. But make the plans. Be organized. Make the plans. Make a list. Okay? Make plans and focus. Focus on those dreams that you want to accomplish. And then we got, these are also called ancestor cards as well. These are called Angel and Ancestor. See? Angel and Ancestor. Oracle cards. Then we have the Druid, Hold the Space. Okay, I love this card. All right. So this, when I see this card come up in a reading, it tells me a couple of things. It tells me, listen to your elders. Listen to the people who are much older than you, your grandparents, your aunt, your uncle, your great aunt, your great uncle, whoever it is. Listen to the elders. Even your boss might be older than you. Listen to what they have to say, because you might learn something. Don't have an attitude with them. Don't think that they're just so old-fashioned that there's nothing they could teach you. Hold space for them. Hold space for them, because they can actually teach you about life. Hold space for them. Okay, then we have Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. And that's really just like what I'm doing here. This is for protection. This is for any negative energy that's out there, in there, to protect me and my family, my space. Okay, and all I have to do is, please, dear God, protect my space, protect my energy. Do not allow anything mischievous to come through, and bring peace and protection to the people that watch this video tonight and that watch this video whenever. And please send down Archangel Michael to help as well. Thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. So surround yourself with protective energy. And it's as simple as what I just did. It's as simple as a prayer. It's as simple as taking your cross or your amethyst, okay, and holding it and visualizing, I am protected. I am divinely protected. Everything that happens to me is for my highest good. I might not understand it right now, but everything that's going on is for my highest good. God has the plan, the plan book. Okay, and the last one is Direction Guardian. Choose your path. This one reminds me of the first one, and I will show you. This one reminds me of this one, Shapeshifter. Okay, they are different, but why does this one remind me of that one is because he's got the angel wings, he's got a bird here, he's got a lion, he's got a tough bull, he's got another eagle, right? So it's like God gives you all these different things that you can do, and you might not know. I don't have any direction, Katrina. I don't know. I have bad luck in men and marriage and family stuff. I have bad luck at my jobs and careers. I have bad luck with my health, right? We got to turn it around by knowing that God is giving you all these things. But he's allowing, hi Doreen. I hope you're feeling better. Hi Cake Pop. But God is letting you have all these gifts and talents, but you have to choose which one you want to focus on, or which two. To me, he looks a little bit like Elvis. But that could be because I'm into Elvis lately and I'm making a collage about Elvis. Okay. Okay. Let me just put these ones back. I'll shuffle them later. Any other questions? Yeah, I haven't used these cards in a while. Somebody just say that? I have not used these in a long while. When I used to do my cases, I did them a lot. Just show you something else. What do these cards have to tell my collective? What do these cards have to tell my collective? My sassy subs, my zen zebras, my unique unicorns, my merry mermaids, my merry mermen. I know you're out there. My namaste ninjas, my dream makers, my bella butterflies. Okay. Oh, I like this one. White witch. Be the light. This is a white witch. She only does good things. She does good things to help. But what God is saying is be the light. If you have these gifts and talents, stop being so gosh darn afraid of them. Stop making excuses. I can't do this. I don't have the time for that. I don't have the money for that. Just ask God, please help me to do this hobby that I want to do. And the avenue will be laid out for you. Be the light. Be the light. Because there's a lot of you out there that could give very good advice. I'm looking at, I just gave a small reading and I'm finishing with these cards here. I did like about 8 cards. Okay, then we got the Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. I have something to say about that. Trust your talents in changing times. Okay, so in other words, everybody gets a gift or a talent or both from God, right? And they come out as hobbies when you're a kid, or they just come out as like, oh, this is what I would like to do if I had a rainy day, or this is what I would like to do if I had a friend that would be interested in it too. I could talk about it or do it all day long. I would do it for free. Loads of things that I do and give away is all for free. I know Kim Magical is the same way. She does readings, she clears houses, she sages houses for people, haunted houses. She also makes healing jewelry. A lot of the healing jewelry she gives away for free. Okay? We would all love to sell everything. I would love to sell everything that's hanging up on the walls, but it might not work that way. Okay? If it's not God's will, it's not God's will. Maybe some of it I give away. Okay? And that's looked at very beautifully by God in heaven and the angels. They like when you do that because it's called being kind. And that is never anything that goes out of style. Once you're kind to somebody, or to a lot of people, and giving, you will be given too. You will be kind. Someone will be kind to you, or many will be, especially when you get to heaven. Okay, so never be upset with yourself. I used to get a little bit upset when last year when I was writing down how many things I gave away for free. Because I used to have a thing where if I got to 5,000, then I'm going to give out 5 presents. And maybe 3 of the presents were readings and free readings. And the other 2 presents were 2 pieces of art. And I've given art to people who are the creators. And you know what? It's all fine. It's all fine because if it comes from your heart, that's the most beautiful place it can come from. And sometimes you get a message from God and God says, do it. Just do it. No, don't worry about the money. Just do it. Okay? You may never become rich, but you know what? You're going to be rich with your craft. You're going to be rich with your ability to make somebody smile when they receive something that you made from these hands. Okay? Just absorb it. Yeah, the thing about the horses is on Netflix, and I think it's called Southern Echo. What is the horses on Netflix? What's the show about horses on Netflix?
To control a video device with your voice, you need to connect it first. In the Alexa app, go to Settings, and then TV and Video to get started.
Echo, no.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I know. You failed miserably for that one. Okay. It's Southern something. Southern something. Okay. This always reminded me of my mom. Even though she died at 53 and she was young, you know, no wrinkles on her face, a little bit of salt and pepper hair though, okay? But so her energy reminds me of my mom. Wise one, grow within your current situation. Okay. So see how she's holding the black crow and then the owl here and the black crow and she has the feathers in her hair. Okay? So Native Americans believe that we should always honor trees, tree spirits. Like you don't just cut a tree down, right? You have to do a ceremony. You have to thank the tree for everything the tree has done, for including giving you shade, giving you refuge, giving animals a place to live. Um, One time in my neighborhood, we the kids were doing weird things like spray painting trees or pulling the bark off of the trees. And Mr. Edwards, which was our neighbor, he came over to us and he said, and he was from Virginia. And he was like, and this is New York, Staten Island, New York. And he was like, you kids are going to be in trouble. You kids are going to be in trouble. And we were like, why, Mr. Edwards? We're not doing anything. We're just playing, having fun. He's like, you're spray painting. You're taking a spray paint can and you're hurting that tree. What did that tree ever do to you? And I was like, I'm not spray painting it, but I'm pulling the bark off because it's fun. I was only 8 years old. So he says, well, how would you like somebody to pull your skin off? I was like, oh, that's not the same thing. He's like, yes, it is the same thing. He goes, that's the tree's skin, but you're pulling it off. And guess what happens? I said, what happens, Mr. Edwards? He goes, you're trying to go to sleep at night? Tree spirits, they'll come a knocking. I go, what will they want? He goes, they want to know why you were pulling their bark off. Maybe they want to pull your skin off. And I was freaked the F out because this girl could not sleep since she's age 6, right? Age 6. No sleep for me. I told my mother, and I thought my mom was going to say, oh, Mr. Edwards, he's exaggerating. Don't believe him. She didn't say that. She said, why are you pulling the bark off the tree? I said, oh, everybody was doing that. Everyone's just pulling it. It's fun to peel it because it's dying. And my mother says, so if somebody was dying, would you just go over and kick at them and take their clothes? And I said, no, Mom. And she said, listen to what Mr. Edwards said about the tree spirits. I said, well, what do I do about it? She goes, I don't know, maybe go over and ask him what you could do. So I did. I asked him, and my good friend, her name was Lori, that was Mr. Edwards' daughter, and he raised his one daughter and about 5 sons. The wife left. So I said, Lori, I got to find out from your dad. Was he lying? And she laughed and said, oh, yeah, don't worry. My dad always makes up stories. But I went up to him and I said, listen, Mr. Edwards, my mom told me to ask you, what do I do about the tree spirits so that they won't come to me at night? And he goes, well, you have to say you're sorry to the tree, not do it again. If you see anybody spray painting it, you have to yell at them and to get an adult. And you have to hug the tree. I became a tree hugger about that time. This was the 1970s, and I became a tree hugger about that time. Okay? So, when I did that, I was filled with so much energy. I mean, then you look at your hand and there's a million little bugs on it. I didn't like that part. Okay, I think you got to go like that. But you hug the tree, and I patched the tree, and I said, I'm so sorry that I took your bark. I'm so sorry about that. And they were marking those trees because the trees were dead. They were dying. And they cut it down. They were getting ready to cut it down. So everybody thought it was okay to just kind of be abusive to the trees. But tree spirits are real. For real. Okay. So dream and journey I got here. I don't know if I said that one already. Dream and journey. And then I got this one. Mira, guardian, take time to reflect. When you take time to reflect, you're really trying to see what the path is that you're going on. I just heard like somebody's changing their path after 7 years of the same thing, or somebody's gonna go on a 7-year type of position, something with 7. So really reflect, write the pros and the cons. Somebody wants to leave a job, somebody wants to go to a job, back to a job, somebody wants a whole new business, okay? And this card comes up meaning just the angels are waiting for you to help, ask them for help. They will help you. Just say, angels, what should I be doing next? What will I need money? I need to pay my bills. I need to have enough stimulation at my job. I need to feel noticed and recognized. I need to feel appreciated. Where should I go? How can you make that happen? Please and thank you. But yeah, really reflecting on what is it that you do want to have happen. Okay, and the last one is shift your perception. Air guardian. Shift your perception on how you look at things. Yeah, because it could be like, it could have been a house that you wanted or an apartment that you wanted, and then you were like, oh no, I don't want to live over in that area. But then you saw that there was a job or a position or a friend that lives there, and then that would be very good because you would be able to be close to that person. So sometimes we need to shift our focus. Ooh, almost dropped them, but I caught them. So could have got ugly, but it didn't. Does anybody have anything that they want to close out with? I'm going to probably go watch that Netflix show. Okay. Well, thank you for being with me. Let's all make a wish and blow this out together. Dear God, please help everybody that was watching this video, that will watch this video, this live. Hopefully the messages will reach their hearts and their minds, and their chakras will be aligned, and their body will feel much better and healing. And if they are missing their family members or friends, they get back to seeing their friends and family members. In Jesus' name. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, universe. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Kim Magical, for helping me. I love you all. Namaste. Till the next time.